In this video, we will see how to create a singleton class in Swift programming language, and we will also see how to use the singleton class in a step-by-step process. So without any further ado, let us start. Let me open the playground file. So what we will be doing is, first we will create a basic class, then we will add some functionality to it. Later we will apply singleton design pattern for that class, and we will see everything in detail. So let us start. So I am creating a class which is a color picker class, and let me add the initializer for this. Let me also define a property which is a colors, which is of type UI color, and I am adding few default colors to it. And let me also add a functionality which will provide a random color when we ask the function, which is get random color. So it will return UI color optional. So let us return a random color. Use the colors array property. We have created a color picker class which has some data, colors, and some functionality get random color. Now imagine a scenario. In our application there are three different classes. Let us name it as class A, class B, and class C. Now in any one of the class, if we add or remove the colors from the colors array, it should reflect in other classes as well. Now in the current design, the color picker class, if we want to access this colors data or the get random color functionality, we need to create three different instances in each of these classes, and changing the colors array in any one of the class will not reflect in other classes, because we have created three different instances and those instances are in three different memory locations. So how do we solve this problem? With the help of singleton. So singleton is a design pattern that we apply to a class in order to make the class data and functionality to be globally shared across the application using a single instance. Basically, singleton ensures there will be only one object of the respective singleton class. So from any class within your application, if you try to access and modify the instance, you will be actually modifying the same memory location of the single instance. So your data will be globally shared across your application, and the singleton instance will be kept in memory as long as your application is actually in memory. I believe now you understand the problem we are facing in our current design, and also how singleton design pattern will help us to actually overcome the issue and provide what we wanted. Now let us apply the singleton design pattern to this actual basic color picker class and test it. In order to make this class singleton, first of all we need to make the initializer private. By keeping the initializer private, we are restricting no other class can able to instantiate the color picker instance. Now let us create the actual singleton instance in our singleton class. This is the standard way to create the singleton instance inside the singleton class. By keeping the static keyword, the shade will become now the class member of the color picker, meaning that without creating an instance, we can access the shade property with the help of the class name itself. So we will see that while we are testing the actual code. Let keyword ensures that shade is a constant, so we cannot change the shade property once we initialize it here. One last thing we need to do is adding a final keyword before the class. So final keyword ensures that this color picker class cannot be subclassed, and also final keyword is used to optimize the performance of our code with the help of the compiler. To test the singleton class, I am creating 3 classes, which are class A, class B and class C. Now in the initializers, I will try to access the get random color functionality and I will print the color. Because of the static keyword, we can access the shared property on the class name itself without creating an instance. This is the actual single instance which kept in memory alive as long as our application is running. This is the only instance that we will be accessing, and with this instance we can access the functionality and data, and even we can modify the data throughout our application globally. So I am doing the same code in all the places, because we are just getting the color in 3 different classes using the same single instance. We are not creating 3 different instances. There is a single instance which is the singleton object, and we are accessing the same single instance to access the data and functionality of the singleton class. Let us test this code by running the playground file. So here is the output. We have created 3 instances of A, B, C. During the initialization of A, it goes to the initializer and it will get the random color and it will print it. Likewise, this will happen when we are creating the instances of B and C as well. These are the RGB space representations of the 3 different colors. The important thing to understand here is, in these 3 classes we have used the singleton instance, which is the shared available on the color picker class, to actually access the functionality without creating multiple instances. We have used the same singleton shared instance on these 3 classes. Likewise, we can also use the shared instance to actually modify or access the data members of the singleton class. Let us test this as well. What we will do first, we will add a new color to the colors array on the shared instance, and secondly, when we access the colors array in the class B and class C, it will reflect whatever we have added. So let us try it out. Let us update the class A by adding an add color function, and in class B and class C we will add display colors functions. So in the add color function, we have to actually add whatever the color we are receiving to the actual colors property. Let us do it. Let us access the colors property available on the singleton class through the shared instance and display the colors in class B and class C. I am writing a print statement to avoid some confusion. Testing data members. Now first I will add a color from the class A instance. Now we are added a color to the colors array of the singleton instance. Now it contains actually 4 colors. Now let us display the actual colors on the singleton instance on class B instance and class C instance. Actually it should reflect now 4 colors in the colors array. Let us see whether it is working or not. Now let us run the code. See, so now our class B and class C has 4 colors. Why? Because we are actually accessing the same shared singleton instance on class B as well as and class C, and we are getting the actually global shared data through the singleton design pattern. So this is how the singleton design pattern will be used across our application to actually share a global point of access throughout the application of both data and functionality. If you feel this video is helpful and interesting, please like, comment and subscribe, and also let me know your feedback for the upcoming tutorials. Thank you.